Hi, I'm Sonika and I welcome you to my kitchen and to this food journey the hippie way. Well, the recipe that I'm going to show you today is a traditional recipe that I've put my own twist to. So let's quickly start preparing it. What we're going to make today is a sweet rice cake. So for this recipe, we're going to be using a dosa batter, which is easily available in the market. But you could also make it yourself at home, and for that, just check out the recipe on the channel and you'll have your dosa batter ready. Well, I've got mine ready here. I'm just going to give it a good mix. And I'm going to have to dilute it slightly. So I'm just going to add a tiny hint of water. Invert some water. And before I start putting this together, I'm going to melt some jaggery in a pan. Now just put this on low heat and keep a watchful eye on it while it melts. In the meantime, I'm just going to give this a quick mix and adjust the consistency of the batter. Okay, now it's time to start adding ingredients to this. What I'm going to add first is some suji. After that, a tiny pinch of salt, some cardamom powder, green cardamom powder for a delicious flavor. And I'm going to give this a mix. Okay, now I can smell the jaggery, so it's gone melted. I'm going to turn the heat off and I'm going to add some grated fresh coconut to this. Make sure you don't cook the jaggery too much because then it's going to reach a really brittle, chicky kind of consistency. You just want it to melt lightly. And in goes the fresh coconut. I'm going to give it another mix. So now I'm going to take the cool jaggery and coconut mixture and add it to this. Make sure it's cool because otherwise your batter is going to split. So once the mixture is nice and cool, just pour it in. I'm going to add some dry fruits for crunch. So let's start with some almonds, chopped up, some walnuts. I'm going to chop up a few raisins into half because I'm using these large black raisins. If you get the normal plain small ones, you could use those as well. And now give this another mix. So what I'm finally going to add to this batter is some jaggery, which I've grated. You could cut into small pieces because when the cake is baking in the oven and the jaggery melts, you get like these little golden globules of sweetness in your cake, which is just amazing. So just tiny bits of jaggery throughout the cake. And now just give this one final mix. So the final ingredient that we're going to add to this sweet cake is in fact a savory spice. What I'm going to add is crushed black pepper, coarsely ground crushed black pepper, just a small sprinkling. So give it a mix and let's put it into a greased tin. For greasing the tin, we're going to be using clarified butter. And now let's pour in the batter. So now we're ready to put this into a preheated oven and bake it at 180 degrees Celsius for about 15 to 20 minutes or until you insert a skewer in the center and it comes out clean. So after 20 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius, a skewer inserted in the center should come out perfectly clean. If you feel that your cake needs a little more cooking, just let it sit in the oven for a couple of minutes. Let it cool down to room temperature, and now is our moment of truth. So let's open this tin and see how our cake is turned out. So this looks beautiful. It's got a nice golden brown crunchy crust and I'm sure the inside is nice and soft. Okay, so I'm just going to cut one wedge out of this. So now I'm going to move the wedges onto a serving plate. I'm going to drizzle them with some honey. So the next time you're wondering what to do with leftover dosa batter, try this cake. I'm sure you'll love it. We love listening to your feedback. So make sure you leave a comment below, like, subscribe and share.